everyone. If you're new here, my name is Cameron. I'm a licensed esthetician and licensed aesthetics educator. I'm the owner of Lash Queen Beauty Company in Greensboro, North Carolina. We are a lash and aesthetics retailer. So I just wanted to jump on here. If you're new to my channel, I have started a new series where it is strictly theory. So if you like, you can head over to my other videos on my channel to check out more of my practical or demonstrations. This is going to be a theory video as if you were in class at esthetician school, and we're going to be talking about acne facial protocol and how to build an acneic facial from start to finish. And what I noticed, because as you guys know, I also teach aesthetics in beauty schools, what I've noticed with a lot of students is that they struggle with picking out what products to use, why they're using it, and that sort of thing. And so that's what we're going to be diving in today, how to build a acneic facial for your clients. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So again, my name is Cameron. I'm a licensed aesthetics educator and instructor, owner of Lash Queen Beauty Company. I love to educate, mentor, inspire estheticians and lash professionals all around the world. I have mentees that I have been working with for 3+ years now, and I people that actually trust me to help them grow their business, and I'm just so honored. So thank you everyone to who does support Lash Queen and everything that we do. And if you're new to me and new to my business, hello, welcome. I am a burst of energy. I just love to help other estheticians grow because this field has definitely changed my life. I went from a broke college student to a thriving licensed esthetician, and I love it. So can't get enough of this field. So that's a little bit about me. Connect with me via email at Cameron@thelashqueenbeautystudio.com, or you can find me on Instagram at the handle there below. All right, let's go ahead and jump right on into everything. So, introduction, the goal is to provide your clients with healthier, even toned, acne free skin. The benefits of facial services include deep cleansing. Facials deeply cleanse the skin, removing dirt, oil, and impurities that regular cleansing may miss. So you have to really make sure you educate your clients on the fact that our facial services are elevated services for them to really see some changes in their skincare, starting with deep cleansing. Your clients aren't going to be able to cleanse their skin as us as licensed professionals would be able to. So make sure you include that in your benefits. Exfoliation, of course, we do different types of exfoliation to remove those dead skin cells so that your clients can have a brighter complexion and prevent clogged pores. There's also hydration, improved circulation, as well as the fact that we can actually customize and tailor our treatments so that they fit our clients and exactly what our clients need for their skin. Because as we know, TikTok, Instagram, all of those places do not give clients that customized treatment. Of course, there's always someone on there who's like, I have acne, I can help you fix acne, which they might be able to, but there's nothing like having someone who tailors your skincare and your facial to your individual skin type and concern. So that is a huge one. The fact that we have customized treatments that we can kind of make and change to fit our clients' needs. Stress relief. So the pampering aspect of facials can provide relaxation and stress reduction, contributing to overall mental well-being. So not only are we fixing people's skin, but we're also helping them to improve their quality of life, which is major. Anti-aging benefits. So many facials include ingredients designed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So for our more mature and aging clients, we definitely have an area with them to kind of help them with their facial services as well. So there's so many different angles that we can really attack with our facial services, including enhanced product absorption. I don't want to forget that one because facials absolutely help prepare the skin to better absorb skincare products, which increases their effectiveness. And a lot of times those over-the-counter products are just not as effective as what a licensed esthetician has in her back bar. So there's just so many benefits of getting facials. There's so many benefits of offering facials. So you just have to make sure that you can advertise and market to your client exactly what she needs. If you need more help with that, feel free to sign up for my mentorship program. I help estheticians all around the world kind of build their marketing protocol, I guess you could say, in a way so that they can attract the clients that they want within their business. So I'll be sure to link my mentorship down below. right, let's keep going. Preparation. So you want to make sure during your consultation you're discussing the desired skincare goals with the client. Be sure to conduct a skin analysis, determining your client's skin type, and have products pre-picked. Now, in your back bar, ideally you want to have products that are for oily skin, dry skin. Like you want to be able to already know in the back of your head, like this product is for my hyperpigmented clients, this product is for et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But today, because there's so many different skin types, right, that you learn in Esthie school, we're just going to be covering the oily, which is right here. And people who have oily skin types generally have excess oil production. They also have larger pores, which makes them more susceptible to blackheads as well as acne. They also may appear shiny, particularly in the T-zone. So here's some consultation questions that you should definitely ask your client. I would ask these questions to any and every client. So you want to discuss the desired skincare goals with the client. Be sure to conduct the skin analysis, and then go over the intake form and have a conversation with your client. So this is the opportunity for you to kind of open that dialogue, because you don't want your client to feel like she can't come to you about anything or she can't talk to you about her concerns. You really want to be able to open the floor and the atmosphere for her so that she or him, so that they can express what they want to accomplish with you as their licensed esthetician. So what skincare concerns do you want to address? That's a really great one. What skincare products are you currently using? Okay, that is also very, very important, because we don't know what skincare products they're currently using at home. And you also want to kind of wean them off on those products, especially if they're not from you, because you don't know how effective those products can be. And this is opportunity for you to kind of plug in your retail by educating your client on how the products that you carry in your back bar and the products that you retail to your clients are professional grade products, meaning that you have to get them from a licensed esthetician, and they're much more potent and just overall much more effective for their skin. So you kind of just have to throw that out there as well. And then lastly, you want to make sure they understand that skincare is a routine and it does require consistency. So are you prepared to make the commitment to better, healthier skin? You know, you have to kind of have those conversations with your client, because she needs to know that this is going to take time. It's not something you can just get one time and expect to see those results. This is continuous care for your skin, and it does also involve a collaborative approach where she is doing her part, and eating healthy and drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, and following that skincare routine, and then also following up with you every month for her facial services. All right, so for acne problematic skin, the goal in treating is to reduce the overactivity of the oil glands, to promote a healthy oil water balance, keep pores from becoming clogs, inhibit acne causing bacteria, and reduce inflammation associated with inflamed lesions. Clients may also consider going to a professional regarding internal factors. The types of ingredients that we're going to be looking for, and I always like to go over this with my students because these words are going to be so common in skincare. You see them so often, and when you do see them, you should know that, oh, this is great for acneic skin. Starting with antibacterial and antimicrobial. So as we know, the P. acne bacteria, or the P, yes, correct, the P. acne bacteria is what's actually causing the acne to occur in your client's skin. So when you have antibacterial and antimicrobial ingredients, they do their job to kind of counteract that acne, that P bacteria that is growing on your client's skin. Then we have anti-inflammatory and soothing, humectants, as well as light emollients, because although people who have acne do typically have an excess oil production, we still want to keep their skin moisturized, and light emollients do just that. Then we have oil balancing, clarifying, as well as detoxifying. Clarifying and detoxifying are so common in skincare, just skincare lines. So you definitely want to know those. And then lastly, topical probiotics. And of course, the steps of the facial are the same. So cleanser, toner, exfoliant, massage, mask, moisturizer, and SPF. And then the optional facial machines are definitely an option to you if you'd like to incorporate some sort of add-on feature. But essentially, the steps of every facial are the same. What we are doing is choosing products that match for this particular person's skin type. Every single product that we are using, cleanser, toner, exfoliant, massage mask, all of these are going to be in a conjunctive, collaborative effort to reduce their acne. So here are some of the things that you want to look for. It's the ingredients, right? So as we know, the ingredients are what's going to be the changing factor in your client's skin and in their skincare, whether or not it works. And a good telltale sign is if you go to look up some skincare and most of the ingredients are things that you can't pronounce, especially if those chemicals and things like that are at the beginning of the ingredient list. As we know, the ingredients start the way the list is that the most prominent ingredient is at the front and the least prominent ingredient is usually last. So you want your ingredients that you know, like salicylic acid, benzoyl, you want those ingredients to be at the front of the ingredient list because you know that this product is majority of this ingredient. So those are real easy ways to tell if this product is going to be effective for your client's skin. Of course, there's going to be that trial and error, but if you see a lot of fragrances and a lot of things that you just can't pronounce on that ingredient list, that's a telltale sign that this might not be the greatest product. So some ingredients for acne that you definitely want to look for. Salicylic acid, that is one of the most major acne ingredients. Please, please, please know that one. It's an oil-soluble beta hydroxy acid. It exfoliates, helps unclog pores. It's also antibacterial and it's an astringent. Then we have benzoyl peroxide. This is also very, very common ingredient for acne. It's an effective antibacterial agent targeting the P. acne bacteria. So if you see antibacterial, remember antibacterial, antimicrobial, all of those things are what we're going to be looking for. Then we have charcoal. Charcoal is great because it detoxifies, it absorbs oil and debris. Then we have pumpkin, which is an antioxidant. It's rich in vitamins and minerals, soothes, softens, balances oil production, minimizes pores, exfoliates, and brightens. Then we also have the tea tree oil, antimicrobial. There's another one of those words we were talking about. Antibacterial, antifungal, and it does promote healing. Vitamin A, which we know are derivatives, retinols are derivatives of vitamin A. They're antioxidants, protects against UV damage, slows signs of aging, encourages healthy skin cell production, and boosts immune system. And then lastly, willow bark, which is a derivative of salicylic acid, is an anti-inflammatory, astringent, antimicrobial, heals wounds, softens, and is a humectant. So again, when you're looking for skincare products, you want to start with ingredients because ingredients are going to tell you whether or not this product is going to be effective for a client who has acneic skin. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some different products that you can use for clients with acne. These are products that I have used in the past or used on clients. Would I use some of these products today? No, especially if I cannot sell them as a licensed esthetician. So some of these brands like Dermalogica and Murad are currently in Ulta Beauty or Sephora. So that kind of cuts the esthetician out. And so I do recommend sticking to a product line like SkinScript, one that does allow for estheticians to retail their products to their client and they're not in Ulta Beauty or Sephora. That's super, super important to our retail numbers. So keep that in mind. All right, so starting off strong, we've got our cleanser. It can be found in many forms that contain an assortment of ingredients to target specific skin types and conditions. The benefits include it dissolves makeup, oil, and dirt to keep pores clean and prepare the skin for other products. Additional ingredients can benefit certain skin conditions such as dryness, sensitivity, dehydration, and acne. Of course, we're going to be focusing on acne. So you want to make sure that you choose a cleanser that is appropriate for your client. And so I have three cleansers right here. I've got the Raspberry Refining Cleanser. This is by SkinScript. So this cleanser has 2% salicylic acid in it, as well as 2% glycolic and tea tree, which are all great for clients who have acneic skin. So I really, really like that cleanser by SkinScript. Then we have the Clearing Skin Wash by Dermalogica. I really like this cleanser because of the fact that it has salicylic acid in it. Like I said, I'm really big on ingredients. That's what's most important to me. As a licensed esthetician, do I know what's in this product and is it going to work? Then we've got the Clarifying Cleanser by Murad. Also a huge fan of this. It does have salicylic acid in it, making it another reason why I chose this product. Another thing that I've noticed about just being an esthetician in the skin industry, for oily acneic skin types, a lot of companies choose to use blue for their acne lines. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm not sure if that applies to all products, but I've been seeing a trend that a lot of the acne oily skin type products are typically blue. All right, next we've got toner. So the goal is to provide your clients with healthier, even tone, acne-free skin. Toner actually removes residual product, and it also returns your client's pH in their skin back to about 5.5, which is super, super important. So I chose some toners here. So we've got the Mint Refining Toner. This one has biofins and lemongrass by SkinScript. And so with these different toners, the goal for toner is to also, again, remove residue left behind by cleansers, exfoliants, or any other product. It also brings the skin back down to its pH, the correct pH, and it also softens the skin and allows for better absorption of other products to be applied. And so typically for oily skin types, astringents, toners are typically formulated for oily or acne-prone skin. It also may contain some alpha hydroxy or beta hydroxy acids and various amounts of alcohol. Now, I'm pretty sure the clarifying toner right here does have some alcohol in it. I have seen a lot of salicylic acid toners, obviously. So again, you kind of have to know the ingredients, you guys. If you want to really have a strong backbone in your facial protocols, you have to know the ingredients and what they're going to do for your client's skin. Next, we got the exfoliator. So it may include a single exfoliating ingredient or blends of multiple plus botanicals and hydrators. For home care, exfoliants are often used after cleansing. Frequency depends on the skin type or condition and the manufacturer's instructions. In facial treatments, they're generally used after cleansing and toning. It is important to select the right exfoliant according to the client's skin type and the condition. Typically, the benefits of exfoliation include softer, smoother, and brighter complexion. It improves the skin's ability to retain moisture and lipids. The cell turnover rate is also increased, which is really important. Cell turnover rate. Hopefully, you learned this in esthetician school, but that's just when cells turn over. You know, they renewal. They especially like at the scars and things, you want to have a really high or a good cell turnover rate so that your skin heals when it needs to heal. As you get older, your cell turnover rate does slow down. So blood flow and circulation are also stimulated with exfoliation. Follicular openings are cleaner. Deep pore cleansing and extractions are much easier. Product penetration is improved, and delivery of ingredients into the epidermis is much more effective. Makeup application is also smoother and more even. So find a good exfoliator. Make sure you find one for an acneic skin facial protocol. So here's some that I recommend. The clarifying toner pads. This is by SkinScript, of course. And again, if you check the ingredients, we've got 2% salicylic, 2% glycolic, and as we know, salicylic acid has a molecular weight that is so small. It's almost non-existent, and because of this, it's able to penetrate deeply into the layers of the skin very well, and that's why it's so great for people who have acneic skin types. So salicylic glycolic acid is one of those ingredients that works well for many different skin types, so that's great. And then, as we learned before, tea tree can kind of act as an astringent and an antimicrobial, so that's great. Then we have the daily microfoliant by Dermalogica. I also like this one because it was brightening. But what I liked the most is the Murad Daily Clarifying Peel. So this one they actually consider it a peel because it works similarly to a peel. And if you remember in chapter 13, Advanced Topics and Treatments, we learned about AHAs and BHAs. And so in the Murad Daily Clarifying Peel, the AHA, BHA, and retinoid, which we learned is a derivative of vitamin A. All three of these ingredients are really great for clients with acneic skin. And then one more thing I want to point out, clarifying. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the presentation. Clarifying is a really common word for acneic skin types. All right, next we have massage. So when choosing massage oils, you want to make sure for comedogenic purposes that you are using a product or an oil that is on the lower end of the comedogenic scale. A lot of people think that acne clients are not to get massage, and I just don't think that's true. I think massage is a really important part of the facial. It opens the pores. It actually relaxes your client. You know, it stimulates circulation. So massage is very, very important. And like I said, it's just important that you find an oil that is very low on the comedogenic scale so that it does not interfere and clog your client's pores. And this is in chapter 6 of your, if you're a ladies um no, Milady, yes, Milady Fundamental textbook, the bigger textbook. You can find this in chapter 6 where it talks about the comedogenic scale. So the three that I picked was jojoba oil, rosehip oil, and argan oil, simply because they have a comedogenic scale of 0. And these lightweight oils can help balance the skin's natural sebum production. They're also rich in vitamin, minerals, and antioxidants, which are also really, really great. Um, so for acne skin. So not only are we finding oils that are low on the comedogenic scale, but we're also finding oils that are antioxidant, antibacterial, antimicrobial. All right, next we're going to talk about optional facial devices and technology. So I kind of wanted to insert this portion into the facial because you could soup up your facials. You could decide that, I want my facials to be more of an advanced facial. So you could create a protocol that already includes a machine, or you could have the protocol not include a machine and your client can add it on if they'd like. I will say though, I think it's more effective if you have the protocol kind of pre-built with the machine in it. Now, of course, you can change the machines as you see fit for your client, especially if they are contraindicated. Let's say they're really photosensitized, then maybe light therapy is not a good option for them. Maybe you could do high frequency or vacuum on them instead. So you can kind of tailor the devices to fit that particular client. But like I was saying before, I will say because clients don't know exactly what machines to incorporate into their facial, it's kind of better that you educate them and just put the machine, already pre-build the protocol for them because they don't know the effects of blue light therapy, and they might not even look it up. So they're not going to know to add it on to their facial as an acne client because why would they know that? So sometimes you kind of have to build the protocol for them and just educate them on it after. So of course we go over these in advanced topics and treatments, but these machines especially are great for acne skin types. So high frequency, as we know, and I will link a link at the bottom in the video comments if you'd like to purchase a high frequency machine from Lash Queen Beauty Company. I'll also give a code that is 10% off, and you can use that today to purchase your high frequency machine. So, the high frequency, it has an antiseptic and healing effect on the skin because it creates ozone. It does stimulate circulation. It helps oxygenate the skin. And funny thing, oxygenating the skin is great, especially for acne skin types. Hopefully, you learned this in aesthetic school. But if you didn't, acneic skin, so the P. acne that causes the bacteria cannot live in the presence of oxygen. So when we introduce high frequency, it is literally killing the oxygen that we are bringing from the high frequency machine is literally killing that P. acne bacteria, making it so effective for people who have acne skin. So great facial device and technology machine to incorporate into acneic facial. It also helps coagulate and heal any open lesions after extractions. So a lot of times people who come in for an acne facial, they have a lot of extractions that they need to get done, and you might need to go ahead and extract some sebum from their face. So post extraction, this is a great way for you to close any of those lesions, kind of zap it with that oxygen so that it kills any of that P. acne bacteria that is remaining on the skin. And then lastly, high frequency also generates a warm feeling that has a relaxing effect on the skin. Next, we have the light therapy. So hopefully you learn this in a set of school, but light therapy is also a great option for clients who are experiencing acne, especially the blue light. The blue light therapy is ideal for acne and oily skin types. So definitely, if you can incorporate a mask and then pop this right on top of your client and let them sit under the LED light for the appropriate time according to your manufacturer's directions, that will definitely enhance your facial and enhance product penetration and actually help it to be more effective. And then lastly, we have the vacuum machine. So the vacuum machine is more so a great machine to use prior to extractions. It definitely loosens up the pores a bit, opens them up more, and it also can be used with desincrustation solution to kind of suction dirt and impurities from the skin. It also helps with lymphatic and blood circulation. So all of these things are really, really great options that you can incorporate into acneic facial, as long as your clients don't have any contraindications to electrotherapy, of course, like cuprous skin, inflamed areas, pacemakers, metal implants, high blood pressure, braces, epilepsy, pregnancy, or body piercings. So you can choose which machine you'd like to include in your acne facials. Maybe you'll use two, maybe you'll use three, maybe you'll use none. Completely up to you. Next, I wanted to jump into a little bit about advanced topics and treatments. So this particular peel, it's called the Jesner peel, is categorized as a stronger superficial chemical peel, and it utilizes the Jesner solution, which is a mixture of salicylic acid, resorcinol, lactic acid, and ethanol. And they're primarily used on clients with oilier skin and acne, but are also used to address sun damage. The Jesner solution is usually applied in several layers, about 3 to 4 or 4 or more weeks. So the purpose of the Jesner peel, considerations for this type of treatment, of course, is the client's skin type. And as previously stated, it's ideal for clients who have an oily skin type. But it does help with sebaceous gland activity and the client's philosophy of sun exposure, their cosmetic use, and whether or not they're using retin A and other acids or acne drugs and things like that. So you want to make sure you find out what they're using first before you do this Jesner peel. But again, they're primarily used on clients with acne and oilier skin, but they can be used to address sun damage. And it's advisable to start with a lower strength and work your way up. This is the Jesner peel by Clear Choice. If you can zoom in and see that the pH is a 1.7, so it is very, very strong. Hopefully you paid attention in the chemistry chapter, because most salon peels are about a 3.3 pH. So we are looking at a very, very strong peel here. So make sure you know what you're doing. And some states don't even allow estheticians to use a Jesner peel. Some of them you have to have a doctor around. So this is a serious, stronger, superficial peel, but it can be very effective on acne skin types. And also, if we can look a little closer, contraindications for this Clear Choice Jesner peel solution. Also, I want to mention Jesner peel is it's a type of peel. So there are other brands who carry the Jesner peel. This is just by Clear Choice, and I personally like this brand. The contraindications for the Jesner peel is Accutane and aspirin allergies. So Accutane, we learned this in chapter 6, that is a skin thinner that is prescribed by dermatologist, and it is for to keep the skin thin and to help with acne. So you definitely don't want your clients to be on any skin thinners trying to do such a strong superficial peel like this. So keep that in mind. All right, let's keep going. So the mask. So we have made it past our massage. Now we are into the mask portion of the facial. So also known as a pack or a mask. Ingredients can range from soothing and hydrating botanicals to oil absorbing, acne fighting, hydroxy acids, and more. Benefits of the mask are tighten its tone, brighten the complexion, and rejuvenate, hydrate, nourish, calm, and soothe, as well as clarify, detoxify, and draw impurities out of the pores and clear up blemishes. So I picked a few masks here that I wanted to go over really quickly. So first, starting with the charcoal refining mask. So remember, we talked about the ingredient charcoal and how great it is for acne skin types. So those are things you have to look for when you're shopping for professional skincare and what to use on your clients for what purpose. I personally would use this charcoal refining mask simply because it has charcoal in it and it is refining. So it can help to kind of clear out and detoxify those pores. The Repassage 4-layer facial is also very, very nice. It is a seaweed-based facial. It is also a modelage mask. And so with modelage mask or thermal mask, it's applied after a nourishing serum, which is the C serum for Repassage. And it contains special crystals of gypsum mixed with water and immediately applied over gauze. As the mask hardens, temperature rises to approximately 105 degrees Fahrenheit, which helps the serum underneath penetrate and increase blood circulation. So the 4-layer facial for oily skin types, also very effective. And then I use this one personally, the Rapid Relief Acne Sulfur Mask by Murad. Sulfur is another one of those ingredients that are really great for acne as they draw impurities out of the skin. I do want to go back a little bit to the 4-layer facial. So one more thing I want to mention about the Red Massage 4-layer facial combination. Um, facial is that it's the best for combination to oily skin because it remineralizes and balances the skin to reveal a smoother, brighter, and youthful looking glow. But especially is packed with Laminaria digitata, which is a powerful seaweed that contains antioxidant properties. This is especially important because remember, we talked about how important antioxidant properties are to acneic skin types. All right, we are wrapping it up here. So last couple of steps. So you've done the mask. Let that sit for the recommended time. It's typically about 10 minutes, but it could depend on the manufacturer's instruction. Just make sure you follow that. So we're on our last couple of steps of our facial. So moisturizers, those are applied at the end of the facial, are intended to provide and maintain healthy skin. They are intended for twice daily use at home. It is important to select based on the skin type and the environment of the client. So if you remember, we talked earlier about light emulsions. Those are best for combination to oily skin. And then hydrators as well. Those are typically oil free and they're formulated with humectants to attract water to the skin, beneficial for dehydrated, oily, and problematic skin. So you don't want to use anything comedogenic. You don't want to use a heavy moisturizer. You don't want to use any creams, anything like that, because your client is already suffering from acne. So they don't need any heavy creams. Everything as far as moisturizer needs to be light. So me personally, out of the three that I've picked, the Skin Script Light Aloe Moisturizer is my favorite because it is light, and then the aloe vera is really great for the skin. Personal favorite is going to be this one. All right, and we are here at the end. So our last one is the serum. So serums contain highly concentrated performance ingredients designed to target specific conditions and effectively penetrate the skin. So here we have three different serums. One is the blemish spot treatment by Skin Script, starting with glycolic and salicylic. So again, those are two major ingredients for acne skin, especially salicylic acid. So we know that's going to be a great serum option for our clients suffering from acne. The Age Bright Clearing Serum by Dermalogica is an active clear and also has a salicylic acid in it. And then lastly, the Deep Relief Acne Treatment by Murad also has salicylic, if you see 2% salicylic acid treatment. So the ingredients are going to tell you if the products will work or not. Try not to focus too much on the branding of the products, but their ingredients. And then lastly, retailing in conclusion. So make sure you sell, suggestive selling. Make sure that you give your client the products that you use during the facial. You want to give free sample sizes to your client along with a skincare step-by-step procedure card or a form that they can take home and possibly hang on their bathroom mirror to tell them exactly what they need to be doing. You also want to wean them off of any of the current over-the-counter products that they might be using out of Ulta and Sephora. If you're terrified of selling, think of it as educating instead. Clients are looking for expertise, and that's exactly why they came to you. So if you're not comfortable selling, get comfortable educating. And then be sure you're confident in advising your client on what she should be doing as far as aftercare. Put the products in her hands. Say, I recommend this glycolic or this salicylic acid cleanser because you are a client of mine who has oily skin type. And I know for sure that the salicylic acid, because it has such a small molecule, and you might not even have to get all deep into that. Some clients don't even care. But if you can just give a brief explanation, this salicylic acid is very pore refining and it keeps your pores clean and free from any dirt or residue, which we absolutely need to combat that acne. Explain to your client why you're choosing the products that you're choosing, and I'm telling you, it will go much farther than I recommend this because it's for acne skin. You kind of have to have a little bit of information on the product so that you can truly sell it for your clients. If you don't try a product, at least know the ingredients, right? Because ideally, every esthetician isn't going to try every product in their back bar. But if you can go based off the ingredients, you will see the results you want to see. So I hope this video helped. I know I talk a lot, but I surely am passionate about what I do. I love being able to help estheticians, and I hope that this was somewhat of a roadmap for you to build your own acne facial protocols. And I actually challenge you to do that. I challenge you to create your own basic facial protocols that you can follow, that you know why you're using those products, because that's very important as a licensed skincare professional. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to connect with me if you can. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Lash Queen Beauty Co. on Instagram. It has been such a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.